My Love Island Australia fans, yes, we're back with another video, back with another recap, and our Islanders become parents this episode. We also have a psychic predicting the future, which have one couple worried, and then the other couple, yeah, being parents actually creates and hit a deal breaker issue for the two of them. Welcome back to Romance Review TV. It's Lady T. I got another recap for you guys. Love Island, Australia, 2023, Season 5, Episode 26. And without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in this villa. So, things are ramping up in the Love Island villa as the Islanders become first-time parents. Now, the arrival of an egg baby brings some couples closer together, but causes concerns for golden couple Kale and Tyra. After a psychic predicts their future, Georgia has worries for her and Nate, and one couple sneak off to the hideaway. As part of an all-day challenge, the Islanders are gifted ostrich eggs that they must quite literally treat as their children. They got the instructions saying, Islanders, say hello to your egg baby. You must keep your baby safe all day and then return your egg baby to its basket safe and unharmed by the end of the day. Now, all the talk of egg babies have the Islander couples thinking about real babies, and while some couples are on the same page, others aren't. Zach and Lucinda are proud parents to egg baby Princess Muffin, the first nuns, and both agree that in the future they want a whole lot of kids, 4 of them. Now, while Kale and Tyra agree on how they will raise their egg baby, the prospect of real children in the future is a little bit more harder to agree upon. We hear from Kale by saying, I know that if I was to have a kid right now, it wouldn't be happy. Now, Tyra understands where Kale is coming from, but explains that kids are definitely something she wants later down the road. She tells Kale, I feel like my life could be so much more fuller with little ones, and I feel like you're someone who I would happily not have kids with. Kale asked the all-important question, could you be with someone that doesn't want kids? And Tyra answers, honestly, I honestly feel like that would be a deal breaker. Now, of course, there is silence in the room as the golden couple realize that they might have a few hurdles they need to talk about. But Kale is optimistic about their difference of opinion. He even said, I wouldn't say Tyra and I are on the exact same page, but I don't think we're on pages apart. And it's pretty clear that Tyra wants kids, and I just hope as I get older, my mind changes a bit. So now after Psychic Sarah comes to town to predict the Islander couple's future, Georgia is concerned that Nate won't open up to her. And the psychic told them Nate is going to have to open up, and Georgia will have to have that element of patience. Now, Georgia sits down with Nate and asks if there's anything she can do to make him more emotionally vulnerable. Nate says there's nothing you can do because I've never wanted to become emotionally vulnerable in here. It's not real life. There's so many things that you can't do in here that really makes me completely fall for someone. Knowing that Nate isn't ready to go to the next stage is a tough pill for Georgia to swallow. And of course, Georgia was sighing about this, saying, I'm wanting to wake up every day and feel something more, and you're not able to do that yet. And of course, she got choked up. Georgia wishes that Nate's feeling for her would grow, but only time will tell if that actually happens. So now we have another situation in the villa where Khloe decides to take the lead in setting up a date, a romantic one, with Reed. Now, in my opinion, I don't know if Reed is as serious about her as she is about him, and that's unfortunate. I guess we'll have to see whether or not it goes to journey after they leave the villa. I mean, in my opinion, I don't know these people, but it looks like Reed may not be ready to settle down as of yet. But you know what? She took the initiative, so we'll have to see what happens with these two moving forward. So now back to Kale and Tyra. So despite their earlier little hiccup about kids, lovebirds Tyra and Kale are now happy as ever. And there's no better time than now to send the two of them into the hideaway. Now, I gotta say, the two of them kept things pretty PG, and Tyra admits that she is excited to explore things with Kale. Now, it's going to be a first taste of the real world with Kale, according to Tyra. This time next week, we could be very well staying over at each other's houses. So this is practice. Now, Kale feels the same and thinks that it's a perfect way to complete his Love Island journey. My only concern is that these two go the distance and she wants kids and he does not change his mind about not having kids. This is what you would consider a core value. If they can't match in the middle, somebody is going to concede, and hopefully there's no resentment. Okay, so let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What do you think about Kale and Tyra's disagreement over kids? He don't want kids. She wants children. This is a core value. Can they get past this later down the road? And then Georgia and Nate, and whether Nate can be emotionally vulnerable inside the villa. Let me know your thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Stay tuned for other recaps, updates on this channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.